Hello to Pilates Matwork with weights. And today we're going to be doing our Pilates exercises with the addition of weights. Now, I've got two sets of weights here. I've got a light set that's 2 pounds and a more medium set that is 5 pounds. So I'm going to encourage you, if you've got them, to have a lighter set and a medium set, nothing too heavy if you've got them. If you've only got one set, that's fine. And remember, you can always combine two weights together to make something a little bit heavier, depending on what it is we're doing. You can always use one weight to make something lighter, depending on what it is that we're doing. So this is totally customizable. If you don't have hand weight, you can always use bottles of water, bags of beans, bags of rice, canned foods, anything like that is fine. Just make sure that whatever it is that you're using is not in a glass container. And that's for safety in case you drop it, then that makes a very dangerous mess. So nothing glass, but feel free to use what you can. And always practice with some water close by. I don't need anything today for my wrists or my knees, but if you like a small pillow, a wedge, a blanket, something like that for knees or wrists, then please feel free to bring those in. So let's go ahead and get started with some breathing. So remember, in Pilates, we want to expand that rib cage on the inhale, and we want to zip up and in a little bit more abdominal engagement on that exhale. So feel free to place the hands right below the rib cage here so you can feel that expansion. Inhaling through the nose, expanding that rib cage. And then exhaling through the mouth. Good. Really zip up and in, belly button into the spine. Really have that exhalation. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And keep going here a few rounds. You won't always hear me breathe that way because I have to talk as I teach here. So, and I can't do both at the same time. But just know that your exhale can be silent or this will give you a little bit more abdominal engagement with that, a little bit more exertion on that exhale. So that being said, once you've got that set, let's go ahead and prepare the spine for our deeper work. Let's take a big inhale and reach. Exhale, we'll just get a nice side bend over to the left. Keep a nice long arm here on top if you can. You're going to get a little bit more engagement on the side of the body versus if you just let it collapse here. And keeping both hips on the ground, maybe you want to side bend deeper. You can also open to the back. If a C curve roll is okay for you, you can tuck the tail and take that C curve, forehead in the direction of that knee, but not touching. And then wherever you went, inhale and lengthen, exhale, move back to center. Big inhale and reach, exhale, other side, reaching over, nice long top arm. And always note here, you want your shoulders and hips to be in alignment too. So you don't want that forward collapse. Really open that up if you can. And then you're welcome to stay here. You can side bend deeper. You can open up to the back. You can find that C curve roll and be mindful that your body might need something different on one side than the other. Totally normal here. And then once you're ready, inhale and open. Exhale, coming back up and inhale. And we'll rotate to the left. Arms can come down. Rolling shoulders back. Always twisting from length as best as you can. Big inhale. Nice big exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and lift. Moving through center. Exhale, other side. Arms can come down, rolling shoulders back. Good big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Lifting up and coming back to center. Let's take this into all fours now. All fours. So from all fours, if you can do this on the forearms if you need to, but if your wrists are okay, I'm going to encourage you to be up high, spreading the fingers wide, rooting through the knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb. Knees can be under the hips or slightly wider if you've got a cranky low back. So really zip up and in here. Good. Inhale, chest comes forward, pelvis tilts back. Good, there's your extension of the spine. And exhale, tucking the tail as you round, looking towards the thighs, reflection. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time through. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's take this into opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm going to take my right leg back. And I'm going to use this opportunity to get a little stretch in here as well. So big toe and pinky toe mounds are pressing evenly into that mat as I press my heel back, letting that right hip drop slightly, a little bit more evenness in the pelvis. Let that elbows have a little bit of a yield here. Just a little bit of a bend so that they're not locked. And then when you're ready, good, you can shift forward, a small lift. You can come higher, just don't come so high that that happens to the back. You want that nice long spine as best as you can. And then maybe left arm comes forward. Can that arm be by the ear? So your gaze is going to be down here. Breathing, press out of the supporting shoulder. And then we'll take that down. We'll take that to the other side. If you need to come back and decompress, always take those in between, taking care of yourself. Left leg comes back. Good. Pressing big toe and pinky toe mounds into the mat. Letting that left hip drop, pressing back through that heel. Yeah, a little micro bend in those elbows. Good, nice breathing here. And then once you're ready, get a little lift, maybe a little higher, maybe opposite arm comes up. So I've got my right arm by my right ear. Good, pressing out of the supporting shoulder. Feel those core muscles about in the front and the back side firing up. And then we'll take that down. Again, listen to yourself, give yourself what you need. We're going to move through that a little bit quicker. It's like a little bit of a march here. So notice what fires up both in the front and the back side of the body as you move from one side to the other. So right leg goes back, left arm comes forward, find the balance, and take it down. Good. Right arm, left leg, and down. Good. Left arm, right leg, and down. Right arm, left leg, and down one more time. Good. Left arm, right leg, and taking it down. Good. Little child's pose here. We're going to come to a seat, and we're going to grab our weights. So choose here which ones do you want to use. You can use one weight that's light, two light weights, or you can use one medium weight or two medium weights. So my two medium weight is going to give me about 10 pounds. So that's what I'm going to use here. Good. And you want to be able to hold them in a way where they won't be dropped. And I'm going to take them right to my chest. Legs can be long or bent here. So sitting up nice and tall on those sit bones, relaxing the shoulders. Good. We're going to take a lean back and you're going to stop at the point of control. So that's that point where either you need to keep going back or your feet need to come up. Okay. And then good. Lead with that chest and the abs as we come up. Zip up nice and tight. And we'll come back for two. Exhale. As you come up, inhale. Exhale. One more time like this, and we're going to change it up. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now take it back. Let's find rotation. And it doesn't matter what side you start with, what side you breathe with, just breathe. But I'm going to go to my right. Both hip bones stay grounded. Good. And exhale to my left. Inhale. Exhale. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Back to center. Come back up. We're going to do that again. We're going to do a longer set. Coming back. Starting on the opposite side. Inhale to the left. Exhale right. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Belly button in. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo. Come back center. Good. Take those legs long. Release the weights. Fold forward. Might feel those tomorrow. I guess that's a good thing. Makes you almost feel like you did something. So from here, we're going to come on to our back now, onto our back. Good. Keep your weights handy. Maybe take a drink of water on your way down. Once you come back here, good. Maybe move any clothing out of the way. And for a moment, good. We're going to do just a little bit of a stretch. So feet are as wide as your mat. I'm zipping up from the pubic bone to behind the navel. So envision that engagement being such like you're putting on a tight pair of jeans that you just got out of the dryer. And you've got to kind of suck it up and in a little bit, to get the zipper to go. So find that engagement. Arms can be anywhere that's comfortable for you. And with that control, that center line of control, knees are going to go to the right. Now, if you're properly engaged, you should not be plopping or flopping here. And it should feel like an abdominal exercise as the knees come back to center. Good. And then we'll go to left and center and right and center and left and center. Good. Bring the feet back in. You can bring the knees into the chest. Nice little low back stretch here. Bring the feet down. Make sure the hips, knees, and toes are in this alignment. Arms are by your side. Rolling the shoulders back. You want to be able to press into the arms and the shoulders here in addition to the feet. We're going to take this right into an articulating bridge. If you know that's not for you, use a flat back as you lift. Zipping up. Good. Rocking the pelvis back through the sacrum, through the lumbar, through the rib cage, and up to the mid back. Lift up with the chest. You'll get a better bridge. And then we're going to lower from the mid back, through the rib cage, through the lumbar, the sacrum, and back to safe neutral. And we'll go again. Rocking back through the sacrum, through the lumbar, through the rib cage, to the mid back, lifting through that chest, and lowering from the mid back, through the rib cage, through the lumbar, through the sacrum, and back to safe neutral. Okay, knees can come back into the chest here. A little bit of a break. We're going to add our weights now to these bridges. So feet are going to come down. Now I'm going to use my medium weights. Use what you need. And I'm going to have a weight on each side. Okay, so right around the hip crease. So rolling the shoulders back. Good. Make sure the knees stay in line with the hips. Don't let them come out. Don't let them fall in. Pressing into the feet. We're just going to lift straight up. Good. Lifting up through that chest. Pressing into the shoulders and lowering down. Pressing straight up and lift. Maybe squeeze the glutes with that. And lower straight down. And again, lifting up and lower. And one more time, lifting up. Good. Now hold it up here. Good. Lower now halfway. Squeeze and lift. Halfway. Squeeze and lift 2. Halfway. Squeeze and lift 3. Halfway. Squeeze and lift 4. Halfway. Squeeze and lift 5. Halfway. Squeeze and lift 6. Halfway. Squeeze and lift 8. Halfway. Squeeze and lift 9. One more. Halfway. Squeeze and lift 10. And lower that down. Good. Remove your weights. Bringing the knees back into the chest. Rocking side to side. Let's take some chest lift here. Chest lift here. So we're going to progress these, making them a little bit harder each time. Feet are on the floor. Arms are up. Big inhale. Exhale. Lift up. Nod the chin. Reach long and strong towards those heels, looking towards the thighs. Arms are going to lift up, and I'll lower it back down. And 2. And lift. And take it down. So you can stay here. You can add more challenge here, taking the knees in the tabletop. You can add even more challenge here, grabbing a weight. Choose one weight that works appropriate for you or 2 lights. I'm just going to use my 1 5-pound here. Big inhale. Exhale. As I see curve up, I'm reaching over those knees. And then I'm slowly lowering that back down. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up and reach over. And slowly coming back down. And again. And slowly coming back down. One more time like this. Inhale. exhale, and coming down. Good. Now, let's just get a few little rotations here. Inhale, exhale, come up, go to the right, and down. Take it right into the left, and down. Want more challenge? Take your legs to a diagonal as you come up. And to the right, and down, and left, and down. Hips stay grounded. And right, and down, and left, and down. Bend those knees, feet to the floor. Release that weight. Good. Knees can come back into tabletop here. Yeah. Let's take those legs up. We'll take the arms up here, and we're going to alternate here side to side. We'll do a few of these without weights, and then I'll give you a weight option. So from here, it's going to be my right leg and left arm that go back, and then exhale, bring it back. And again, other side. And switch. And switch. Now, from here, I'm going to take my 2 lights. Okay, I'm going to hold on to my lights. We're going to do that again. Be mindful of your rotator cuff. Not everybody can come all the way back here and all the way forward. So if that's too much, don't use your weight. And then here we go. It's a little bit harder with my weight here. There we go. Left arm, right leg, and back up. Right arm, left leg. And exhale. Good. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale. Exhale. And again. And one last time. And bring that down. Good. Set your weights aside. We're going to take this now into a little bit of a chest press and a skull crusher combo. Chest press and skull crusher combo. So I'm going to use my medium weights. I'm going to use both of them. Good. And I'm going to give you some options that you can do with the core. Let me show you the upper body only options here. So if I'm going to start up here, good, this is prepping for the chest lift or chest press. Your palms are going to face your feet. Good. I'm going to come out. I'm going to squeeze my pecs as I come up. Then I'm going to take my weights together. Good. And I'm going to bend and reach. Okay. Be very careful here. Okay. That they call it skull crusher for a reason, and don't drop. Okay. So that's how you would do that option. Those of you that want more challenge, you can do this certainly in tabletop, legs up to the ceiling or a diagonal line. Okay. That's going to be the hardest. So you find yours. I'm going to come right here. Good. And then from here. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Chest press. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Bending those knees. If you come out, lower the feet, lower those weights. Okay, let's take this into a twist. Arms out to the side, maybe knees on tabletop with the knees. Come over to the right, look to the left. Breathing and expanding. A little bit of relaxation here before we go into our hundreds. And then head will come back to center. One leg at a time. You're using your abs to bring them back in. Taking the knees to the left. Looking to the right. Right shoulder grounded. Breathing and expanding. And once you're ready, good. One leg at a time, or using your abs to get there. Good. So, hundreds. Feet can be on the floor. Tabletop knees. Legs up anywhere along the diagonal line spectrum, as long as your back is not getting involved. Good. From this position, you can also add some more challenge if you're in Pilates V, and this position will give you challenge as a V as well. So zipping up nice and tight. Arms are up. Big inhale. Exhale. Knee curve that up. Reaching arms long and strong. Relax the shoulders. Take your leg where they're going to go. Start pumping those arms long and strong from the shoulders. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift the chest higher. Exhale, 2, 3, 5. Inhale, reach deeper. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Lift the chest higher, reach deeper through the arms, and take that down. Woo! Rock, 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 side to side. Take that head and neck from side to side. And always a reminder, anytime you're doing your hundreds, no matter how advanced you may be or think you may be, if that neck starts to get involved, we're out of that C curve, you're still working. I've been doing this for 14 years now. I have days where I cannot come up in the C curve. Honor where you are, your body will thank you. Okay, from here, let's go into some single leg stretch. The knees in the tabletop, hips are gonna stay anchored to the floor. I'm gonna come up, right knee in, left leg long, and switch. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And bring that down. Good. Single straight leg stretch. Single straight leg stretch. Legs can come up. And actually, before we do this, just to make sure that we get into the feet a little bit, we often neglect them. Just point and flex. Point and flex. And then maybe spread the feet toes wide and squeeze them together a few times. And then maybe wiggle them around. Maybe roll the ankles around a little bit here. And then the other direction. And maybe paddle through. Good. Single straight leg stretch. Let's lift up. I'm going to grab as high as I can grab on my left leg. My right leg's going to come long here. And I'm going to pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. 2, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. 3, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. 4, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. 5, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. 7 or 6, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. Now 7, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. 8, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. 9, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. 10, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch, and lower. Woo! And wiggle, 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 side to side, side to side. Let's take that into double leg stretch. Double leg stretch. So again, you'll make it easier if you do this in parallel. You can add more challenge if you're in the V. So from here, I'm going to exhale as I come up. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And bring that down. Good. And wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Let's roll like a ball. And you can do this without weight or with weight. So I'm going to take my single 5-pound weight here. I'm just going to rest it there. Good. Nodding the chin coming up. And here we go. 1, 2. We're going to do this 8 times full. 3, woo, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Coming all the way up. Good. Put this weight to the side, but not too far away. Coming to a seat. Good. We're going to take those legs wide, a little bit wider and hip width apart if you're not using the mat. Right about a hip width apart if you are using the mat. Let's take this into some solve series. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to use a weight. Good. So the heavier you go, the harder you're going to make this. So be mindful. We're going to take this in the spine stretch forward. So I'm going to take this weight forward, no higher than my shoulders. Imagine we're going to peel off an imaginary wall that we're sitting up against. So zipping up nice and tight. Good. I'm going to start from the head. Now I'm going to scoop in that belly as I reach, 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 reach. Ears by the biceps if you can. Starting from the tailbone, slow and controlled. Stacking, bone by bone, shoulders, head. Last to come up. And here we go again. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Good. And here's two more. Inhale. Exhale as you come back up. And one more. I'm feeling it now. I hope you are too. And I don't just feel this in the core, but I am also obviously feeling it in the shoulders. 2 for 1 here. Bring that down. Good. Make sure the space on each side of you is clear. Let's go to spine stretch side, hips stay grounded. Taking it over to the right. You're squeezing that low rib cage and the top of the hip together. And then coming to center. And we'll go back to the left. Oh, it just feels good to stretch. And then coming back center and right. And left. Good. Let's take that into a twist. We'll do the twist with a pulse. Be mindful when you twist here. One of my pet peeves is people who don't listen and they do this out of control. Kind of think of yourself all like in a rod, so everything moves as one. So zipping up nice and tall, hips stay grounded. And we're going to pulse, pulse, center. Pulse, pulse, center. Pulse, pulse, center. Pulse, pulse, center. Last time through. Pulse, pulse, center, and pulse, pulse, center. Relax that down. Shake out the legs. Kind of pat them out here if you need to. Let's take this into full saw. We'll put all of those elements together. Big inhale. Rotate. Reach and round. Going pinky toe off with the pinky finger. And stack. Back to center. To the other side. Reach and round. No bouncy here. Stack and return to center. And rotate. In, reach and round. Stack back to center. Rotate. Reach and round. Stack back to center. One more time each side. And here we go. And coming up. And rotate. Reach and round. And take it back up. Good. Shake all of that out. Let's take this back into all fours. All fours. Now, we're going to use the weight here. And we're going to do an upper body and lower body exercise with the weight. So be mindful as to what you want to use. So I'm going to use my 2 medium weights here for these. I'll just put one right there. Good. Take one of your weights and you're going to put it behind the right knee. Good. Now, this can also be done without weight and you're still going to get benefits here. So if whatever you're using for a weight, if it's not a real one, remember you can still do this exercise without. So I'm tucking this toe. Good. My elbows are going to have a little bit of a yield here. My belly button isn't. Good. Pick up that knee a little bit. Squeeze that right glute as you take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a break or go with me 2 more. 7 and 8. Good. Now we're just going to open this up to the side. Good. You stop at 6 or go with me for 8. And here we go. Press out of the shoulders. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Now remove that weight. Good. And just sink to that side. Just sink to that side. Whew. Good. One more thing we're going to do here, and then we're going to go into upper body. We're going to take this leg into a circle. So from here, good. I'm going to take it back. Good. Find the height that's appropriate for you. And we're going to take this 4 little circles in each direction. So here's 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now I'm going to get the max to this weight. So I am a little bit stronger, so I like to combine my weights when I can, but you don't have to do that. You can always just use 1 or just do the motions of none. So this is going to be a row. So you can take your knees a little bit wider here than hip width apart if needed. Remember, keep that little yield in that opposite shoulder. Belly button is in nice and tight. Here we go. We're going to pull straight back, raising the side of the butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Take that back. Woo. Just take that nice little stretch. And we're going to do that all on the other side, just so that you can see the side that I'm working. I'm just going to turn around here. I'm going to get a drink of water while I'm here too. Okay. So from here, you're going to take your weight. It's going to go on that other, behind that other knee. For me is my left one. Good. All fours. This can also be done on the forearms now. Remember, you can always do this on the forearm. So take care of yourself and your body's needs. Good. Flexing that foot. Belly button is in. Little yield in those shoulders, or not the shoulders, but the elbows here. Good. And here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to take that straight out to the side. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Remove that weight. Good. Sink to that side. Good. Now reset yourself. We're going to take that into the circles. So from here, good. Left leg's going to come back now. Good. Here from the hip. We've got 1, 2, belly button in tight. 3, 4, and reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can sit back again. We're going to take this into those rows. So try to use the same amount of weight on one side than you do on the other. If you always do a heavier weight on the stronger side and a lighter weight on your weaker side, you will always have a stronger and a weaker side. You will always have that imbalance. So go with the weight that your weaker side needs and let the weaker side catch up to the stronger side. So knees are going to come a little bit wider here. Good. Find your weights how you're going to find them. Good. Kind of manipulate your grip as needed if you're using more than one. And then here we go. Good. 8, pull back and squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release those weights. Find a little child's pose, whatever little movement that you need here. I'm starting to work up a glow. I hope you are too. Once you're ready, we are going to come onto our belly, and I'm going to grab my light weight here. Yeah. And once I come on my belly, good, just let yourself get a little wiggle here. And I'm going to put my light weight on the corners of my mat, okay? The corners of the mat. So from here, let's do a couple little things. Zipping up that front body. Good. Good. Just lift up the upper. If you want to lift up the lower, you can. Now you're welcome to hang out here. You can also alternate your lift in the swimming. The faster you go, the harder it is. You want to maintain control. So if you're rocking side to side, you want to slow that down. Find your control. And then we'll take that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. So always take a child's pose here in between these if needed. When you're ready, good. Now I've got my hand weight. Good. I'm going to reach them forward. Palms are facing down, zipping up. Good. Let's start. Left and right. Working the back of the shoulder here. Left, right. If that's enough challenge, stay with the alternating. Otherwise, follow me together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. I'm going to take my weight to my side, palms up now. doing a little bit of tricep work, zipping up that front body, and we'll lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can let go of those weights. Hands under the shoulders. Press back. Child's pose. Woo. We're going to come to a short side series here, short side series. I'm going to grab one weight. Use whatever weight of your choice that you would like, a medium or a light. Good. And be mindful, whatever you do with this shoulder here, you also want to be able to do it on the other side. So it can be up here, 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 whatever it is that you're going to do. Good. Make sure that you're on your hip bone. So your hips, knees, feet all track forward, and they're not doing something at a silly angle here. Okay. So want to be nice and long. Good. Shoulders and hips always in that alignment. You can have a long bottom leg or a bent bottom leg. I'm going to bend mine. Good. I'm going to take my weight right on top of the thigh. We're going to do a lift, lower, bend, and stretch combo, followed up with a quad stretch. So starting at hip height, here we go. Lift, lower, bend, stretch, lead through the heel. Lift, lower, bend, stretch, lift, lower, bend, stretch. Here's 4. Lift, lower, bend, stretch. 5. Lift, lower, bend, stretch. And 6. Lift, lower, bend, stretch. Remove that weight, bend that knee, grab your shin, your pants, whatever it is. Hips come forward, knee and foot go back behind you. Head. Right on top, that front part of the thigh. And once you're ready, we're going to come onto our back here. We're going to continue to stretch that out. So we're going to stretch the leg, whatever leg that you just had on top that you worked. So for me, that was my right. Good. And then I'm going to take my hands behind that leg, let them travel up as high as they can. Upper body stays on the floor. You can stay here. You can point that toe towards the face. You'll get a deeper stretch from the backside of that leg. Be where you're at, keeping a micro bend in your knee. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Good. We'll release this foot. Take that ankle over the opposite knee, finding a figure 4. You can stay here. You can bring it in. You can thread it through. Upper body stays grounded here, no matter what you're choosing. You can rock your stretch. Just find that wonderful hip stretch on the side of the leg that you've got crossed on top. So for me, that's my left. And then once you're ready, we're going to undo. And we're going to do that side series to the other side. So for me, I'm just going to come up and switch sides just so my backside is not too yoke, but you do it however you need to do it. Again, same arm position as the other side. Good. Making sure you're on the hips here. Bottom leg can be long or bent. Good. You'll grab your chosen weight onto the top of that leg. And here we go. We're going to lift, lower, bend, stretch, lift, lower, bend, stretch. 3, bend, stretch. 4, and bend, stretch, lead with the heel. 5, and 6. And then once you're ready, good, you can remove that weight, bend that top knee, grab that ankle or foot. Good, knee and foot go behind you, hips come forward. This is my tighter side for sure. Maybe you have differences, maybe you don't. And then once you're ready, good. We're going to come onto our back. We're going to do those same stretches. That's whatever leg you just worked with that weight, is we're going to take that leg into a nice hamstring stretch. So same as the other side. Hands come behind. Good. We're reaching up. You can keep that foot a little pointed. You can take it towards the face for a deeper stretch. Good, big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. We'll release that. Good. We'll take that into figure 4 on the other side. Find the figure 4 that works. Upper body is grounded. Ooh, this side is tighter. Good. You can rock it if you'd like to. Rocking is always optional. Then when it's ready, good. We're going to carefully undo. We're going to roll like a ball again to transition. So you're welcome to bring in a weight or no weight. Good. We'll do this one 6 times this time. So here we go. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Coming all the way up. Good. Release that weight. We are done with the weight. Let's come into an adductor stretch, getting to the inner thigh, take those legs out wide, zipping up nicely and tall, and just walk those hands out. Watch your legs here. Sometimes in some people, they roll inward. Keep them facing towards the ceiling here. Breathing and expanding. And once you're ready, we're going to take that back up. Good. Come over onto your knees. From your knees, good. We're going to find a plank. So you can do this on forearms as well if you need. Otherwise, find your nice, beautiful plank wherever you're going. Lengthen through that torso. Knees can be lifted or grounded. If you're lifted, press through the heels and have a little bit of a yield in the elbows here. Breathing. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can bend the knees or hinge the hips. Walk the hands back. Good. And once you start to feel a stretch to the backside, just hold that for a moment. Let the head shake yes. Let the head shake no. And then as you need to bend the knees, you certainly can. Walking the hands back towards the feet, pressing into the legs as you round and come back to standing. Good. From the center of your space, big inhale and we'll reach. Exhale, get a side bend over. Again, nice long top arm. As you come up, just bend that elbow. Other hand can come up, get a nice tricep stretch with that. And then when you're ready, good. You can take that arm across. Good. Find your shoulder stretch. And not everybody's best stretch is actually straight across. So always feel free to play with different angles, finding where you need your stretch to be. And when ready, good, we'll take that up. Good. Let's get a nice side bend to the other side. Nice long top arm. We'll come up. We'll bend that elbow. Other hand's going to come up. Grab that elbow. Find your tricep stretch. And then coming up. Good. Find your shoulder stretch, wherever it is that needs to be. And last one, big inhale. Coming down. As you come back up, press those feet and legs. Make them take the load. And exhale, arms down. Thank you so much for practicing with me this Pilates Matwork with split weight class. I hope you had an amazing workout and exercise routine, and I hope to see you again soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much.